Welcome to the Aquaflow Crypto Lab. Right now, there is a lot of volatility in the market, but I want you to stay level-headed. I created those indicators for a reason, and the reason is that we want to understand what's going on, what are the levels to watch, what are the possible scenarios, and this is exactly what we are going to do in this video. So today we are going to start with the big picture chart, then we are going to have a brand new look at the channel chart. After this, I will share an update of the Moonshot chart. Then, of course, I will tell you what the bull bear index is saying about XRP. Then last but not least, we are going to finish the video with the cloud chart. If you're new here, please consider subscribing to the channel. Now, let's begin. Okay, so last week I presented this very same chart and I said that we needed to watch those levels. First, on this chart, we have several indicators. First, we have the bull bear band that you can see here in orange. You have the top of the band and the bottom of the band. Then you have the bull market support with the blue dots and the 180 weeks exponential moving average in orange. In my previous video last week, we were below the bottom of the band and we were around the green line, the green support that you can see just right here. And as you know, this green line is very important for XRP because it is an important area of support. Here you see we touched it, we bounce. Here again, we touched it, we bounce. Here, during the SEC sell-off, again, we touched it and we bounced up. Then here for this bottom, you can see that we had a nice bounce again. We retested multiple times and every time we have a bounce to the upside. And this is the reason why we wanted to see a reaction from XRP after touching this green line. And you can see that last week was very scary because we have the candle closing below the green line. But as I say in all my videos, what is important is to have a full candle body closing below the line to make it official. So only a close is not enough. So we needed to wait for the week after to have an official view of what's going on. And if the market wanted to stay bullish, it had no choice but to go up and to have a bounce to the upside. That's why I'm glad to see that we had a nice bounce from this level, right? Because we went up and we even reached the 180 weeks exponential moving average just right here. This means that in the same way here, we had the bottom of the band that was still a strong support because even if we have a close below it, the next candle closed inside the band, which is a sign that it is still a support. And here we have a similar scenario, meaning that we have a close below the bottom of the band, but with the next candle, we went up to close inside it. Of course, there are only a few hours left before the close of the candle, but I'm pretty sure that we will close inside the band. So I'm glad to see this reaction from the price. But you know that on this channel, we stay level-headed and we need to pay attention of that's why I'm glad to see the reaction from the price from this level. But on this channel, we stay level-headed and as you know, we still have a lot of resistances above us. Indeed, the first one to overcome is this one, the 180 weeks exponential moving average in orange. Indeed, you see that here we have a close with this candle below the line and then we started using it as a strong resistance for multiple candles in a row. This means that right now this is our strongest resistance. And as you can see, we are experiencing the same thing as I'm talking because here you see that we have a long wick, right? And right now the price is just below the 180 weeks moving average, which shows that right now the bulls are fighting to close above the line and maintaining XRP above this line. But right now they are failing at doing so and we are seeing exactly what we saw in the past with these candles, meaning that we see strong rejections from this level with the candles closing below the line. So I really hope that XRP will be able to close above this line by the end of the week. And then the next resistance to watch will be the bull market support with the blue dots, which is currently around 57 cents. About the moving average, it's a bit less than 53 cents, so keep this level in mind. And here the green support is around 42 cents. So according to these indicators, right, according to the bull bear band, we are still in a bull market. I know that it is difficult to see, but this is what the indicator is saying, because so far, since this date, the date of the breakout, we've been inside or above the band, but you see we have no full candle body closing below the band, meaning that we are still in a bull market according to this bull bear band. That said, we have also the bull market support with the blue dots, right? And according to this indicator, we are in a bear market, meaning that as we are trending below the dots, right now we are using it as a strong resistance. And in order for XRP to become really bullish, we have to go up above those dots. As long as we don't do that, XRP remains in a gray area in an indecision phase. I cannot make it clearer than this. If you still have questions, let me know in the comments. Now let's move to the next chart, the channel chart. So this chart shows the important channels for XRP, right? And also we have the white line, which is a key line for XRP, showing bull and bear phases. And you can see that according to this indicator, here we had a breakout to the downside after the close of the candle, right? And after this close, we remained in a bear market for this entire phase, right? This is key because candle after candle, we retested the line. Here you see we went down, we had our bottom, right? Then we went sideways, but slightly up until reaching the white line. And after this, we got rejected once. Then we went up. We even have a close of the candle, right? Above the white line, but we needed to wait for the confirmation with a full candle body closing above the white line, and it didn't happen. We have a close just below the white line with the candle after. This meant that the white line was still a strong resistance and we got rejected by the line once again. After this, we went up and we have another rejection from the line with this candle and even this one. Then we went sideways. We tried again to pierce the line and to close above it, but we have a strong rejection again, and we went to the downside. This shows that since November 2021, XRP has not been able to go above this white line and to use it as a support. For example, here you see we went above the white line and we used it as a support with this candle before going higher. And if we go to the real time frame that I want to use with this indicator, which is the monthly time frame, it's even better because here you see that there is no gap with these candles. We have the SEC sell-off with indecisions, but at the end we have this candle using the white line as support before going higher. So if you want to keep in mind only one level, it is this one, the white line, which is currently around 63 cents. Another thing I wanted to share with you, it's about the channels, because here you see that here we had a nice bounce from this green area before going to the bull run. But here, as you can see, we crossed the green area, which is pretty bearish, but I wanted to show you something. Indeed, here to draw this green area, I used the close of the candles, right? Just right here. But I could also use the wick of the candle just right here, right? So if I do so, I can display it in purple. I can adjust it, right? So I can put it to, let's say 7, like this. And you see we are just touching the wick of the candle. And right now, XRP is still in this purple area. This means that we still have hope that XRP could bounce from this level, right, from this purple area before going up. And despite the fact that we are trending below the bull market support with the blue dots, you can see that here we had the same thing. We were below the bull market support with the blue dots, and here we have a wick inside the purple area. So right now we have multiple candles inside the purple area, but XRP is still in this zone. We are below the bull market support with the blue dots, but there is still a chance to see XRP bouncing from this level and going up. If I take you back to the white line, you can see that here we went up. We have a close above the white line, but what did we do with the next candle? This is very, very important, guys. We went down to retest the white line as a resistance, right? So we went up, and with this candle, we went all the way down to retest the white line with the wick. You see it, right? And then we went up again. So don't be surprised if we go up in the future to see a retest of the white line before going up. But I want to be clear, the current situation is pretty tight. According to the previous chart and the bull-bear band, XRP is still in a bull market, but the current situation is pretty unstable, pretty shaky, pretty precarious. Oh yeah, I like this word, precarious. We can move to the next chart, the Moonshot chart. So it will be pretty quick on this one. As you know, we had an official cross of the yellow line below the green line. So the green line turned red, meaning that this indicator shows that we are pretty bearish. And here we went up to retest the red line as a resistance. And here we managed to avoid the cross. Here again, we managed to above it thanks to this move to the upside and thanks to this one also to the upside. But here we couldn't maintain a level above the green line. And because of this, we have the yellow line crossing like this. And now we need to see if XRP will be able first to maintain a level above the yellow line and then above the red line. And if it is able to do this, then we will have the yellow line going up like this to retest the red line, right? And we will see if we will have another cross. And if it is able to do this, then we will have the yellow line going up and retesting a cross with the red line. Now let's move to the XRP Bull Bear Index chart. So on this chart we have the string line with the red and green dots, and just below it we have the XRP Bull Bear Index. And this index is available for free on my website. If you want more information about it, just have a look at the description of the video. So what is this chart telling us? First, we stayed bullish during this entire phase of the market, using the line as a strong support for multiple candles in a row. But then with this candle, we closed below the line, and even more important, with this very candle, we have a full candle body closing below the line. And starting from this level, from this moment, we started using the line as a resistance, and you can see it with this candle. We retested, we got rejected by it, and with the current candle, we pierced it, but we still have a rejection from this level. And you know that this is the most important rule with my indicators. When we are above a line, we are using the line as a support, but once we crossed it to the downside, then we are starting using them as a strong resistance. And this is exactly what we see right now. Here, we were using it as a strong support, and as we crossed it, now that we are trending below the line, we are using it as a resistance. So in order for XRP to become more bullish, we need absolutely to go above the line again. And currently the line is around 55 cents. And now what about the bull bear index? We see that here we have 22% of bullishness and 78% of bearishness. This means that the market is pretty bearish, but we still have some hope of bullishness in the market. You remember here, during this bear phase, we were green with the bull bear index, right? But at some point we have all the points going red, and this was our entire bear market, right? Then here it was the same thing. At some point we have all the dots turning red. But here we see that XRP keeps on fighting. Indeed, We have a lot of red dots, I'm not going to lie, but we still have 2 green dots for multiple weeks now. This means that the bulls didn't give up and there is still hope to see XRP bouncing from these levels. You can have a look at my website if you want this indicator. We can move to the last chart of the day, the cloud chart. So here also it will be very quick, guys, because I already explained what's going on from my previous video. So here you know that with this candle we closed below the green line, meaning that right now we are using it as a resistance. On top of this, we have the cloud indicator above us, and this indicator was the very first one to say that we could experiment a bear phase in the market. Indeed, during this entire phase, we used the cloud as a support, right? Because we have a breakout with this candle, and then we stayed inside the cloud for multiple candles in a row before crossing it with this candle. Then we have an official full candle body closing below the cloud. This was very, very important. And starting from this candle, we went up and started using it as a strong resistance. And we got a rejection from it. We crossed the green line, right? And we started using the green line as a resistance also. That's why if XRP wants to become really bullish again, we have to cross all these resistances. And if we don't, you know what is an excellent target. I'm not saying that we will go there, but if we do, it will be a very good price to buy XRP. Now you have the full picture. We will track what will happen in the coming weeks, but I think there is a lot of volatility to come, and hopefully it will be to the upside. Anyway, whatever what happens, you have to be prepared for it. And this is the goal of this channel, to stay level-headed in any situation. If you liked this video, give me a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel. That's all for today's. Oh, yes, I forgot. I have premium indicators. I think it is very useful in this very volatile market. Everything is in the description of the video. And now that's all for today's. And as always, time will tell.